Let's talk about a huge challenge facing any company that's adopting AI right now. How do you make sure these new tools are actually a help and not, a hindrance to your team? Let's get into it.
So, we've all heard the buzz. AI is joining the workforce. It's supposed to be this super productive new colleague. But what happens when that new coworker actually needs more hand-holding than you do? And this really highlights the paradox a lot of companies are facing. The promise of AI is a seamless boost in efficiency. The reality, though, well, it can be the exact opposite. When AI tools get rolled out without being properly tested, they can just break, creating way more problems than they solve. And that means lost time, lost money, and a big hit to productivity. This whole situation brings us right to the core of the issue. We're going to call it the debugging dilemma. It's that super frustrating moment when the tool that's meant to help you becomes just another problem you have to fix.
This quote really just hits the nail on the head. Your employees suddenly become tech support for their own AI assistants. It's totally inefficient, it's incredibly frustrating, and it's just a massive blow to morale. Honestly, it defeats the entire purpose of the technology in the first place.
So how do we fix this? Well, the answer is pretty simple. We've got to shift from being reactive to being proactive. We need a solution that gets way ahead of the problem, and that solution is automation.
It's a strategy called AI-driven test automation. And a really simple way to think of it is like using one AI to check another AI's homework. That's exactly what some tools out there do. They automatically test and validate all the AI workflows before they're ever rolled out to a single employee. This creates a really simple but powerful three-step process. First, you validate the workflows. Next, you test everything thoroughly, way before anyone has to actually use it. And the result? You prevent that whole debugging headache, and you get a nice, smooth rollout.
So this really frames the whole conversation as a choice, doesn't it? It's a tale of two fundamentally different strategies for bringing AI into the workplace.
On one hand, you have the old, kind of chaotic way. Just push the software out there and, well, hope for the best, leaving your employees to clean up the mess. But on the other hand, you've got the smart way. Use automation to validate the tool first so you can deploy it with confidence, knowing it's actually going to help. So, the key takeaway is this. If you want to create a stable, productive, AI-powered workplace, you can't just throw new tools into the mix. You have to automate the testing and validation process itself. That's the real secret to making it all work.
And that leaves us with one last thought. As more and more AI coworkers join our teams, the real question isn't if we should use them, but how we can prepare them to be genuine partners in our work, instead of just another problem to solve.